Welcome to Mindfulness Kids by Mindfulness-Solutions. In today's lesson, we're going to cover a few basic concepts about mindfulness. We're going to learn its definition, what it's not, and some common misperceptions. We'll move on to its three main pillars and how these pillars affect our daily individual experiences, an important equation, and a few key words. So let's get going. Mindfulness is a large and expanding field that helps us to address the inner workings of our minds. It's growing in popularity and memes are everywhere reminding you to live mindfully, eat mindfully, talk mindfully, and you should even walk mindfully. But what does it really mean? The past few years have seen an explosion in interest in mindfulness, but with that comes many misunderstandings and misperceptions about its definition and practice. Before I define mindfulness, it's important that I tell you what it's not. It's not sitting for hours on end without moving. It's not impersonating a Zen monk in your daily life. And it's not always being happy. It's definitely not the absence of stressful events, illness, or even death. Now that we've covered what it's not, let's talk about some common misperceptions that often prevent people from starting and maintaining a daily mindfulness practice. These include, it's just a passing fad, it's overrated, done only by yoga people, it's complicated, only for spiritual people, only for monks wearing yoga pants, and my personal favorite, I just don't have time. Mindfulness can be easy when you really understand what it is and what it's not. According to mindful.org, a simple definition of mindfulness is the basic human ability to be fully present, aware of where we are and what we're doing, and not overly reactive or overwhelmed by what's going on around us. In simpler terms, you're just paying attention. That's it. Paying attention gives you the ability to become aware of your individual experience from moment to moment in a non-judgmental way. This is a key pillar of being mindful, the ability to be non-judgmental or kind to yourself. The ability to be non-judgmental of our reactions is very important. It doesn't help if you notice that you're getting angry, anxious, or stressed, then start judging yourself for the reaction. It only makes things worse. This is worse. Now that we've defined mindfulness in general, how would we explain it to our children? For kids, it's best to keep it really simple. For them, it's easiest to define mindfulness as paying attention and being kind to yourself and others. So what exactly are you paying attention to? Being mindful or paying attention can also be defined as cultivating a sense of awareness. The next question becomes, what are you becoming aware of? The three main pillars of awareness are your thoughts, I'm stupid, I'm lazy, this is hard. Your emotions, I am sad, I am anxious, I'm scared, and your bodily sensations, my chest is tight, my face is hot, or my stomach hurts. Science has shown that the act of paying attention to our thoughts, emotions, and bodily sensations directly affects your lived experience in that moment. There is a clear link between the two. How we experience the three pillars of awareness in any situation will dictate how we felt about the whole thing itself. Your experience of any specific event or life in general can be transformed by how you pay attention to it. Learning to be aware of our thoughts, feelings, and bodily sensations in a kind way means a better lived experience. This doesn't mean that if something stressful or even bad happens, that it won't be upsetting. However, it dials down the intensity of the situation, giving you more perspective. An improved perspective always produces better outcomes and happier people. Which brings us to our important equation. Awareness plus kindness equals perspective equals better lived experience, which means happier kids. In today's lesson, we learned that mindfulness is the basic human ability to be fully present, aware of where we are and what we're doing, and not overly reactive or overwhelmed by what's going on around us. Or for kids, it can be defined as paying attention and being kind. We're paying attention to or becoming aware of our thoughts, emotions, and bodily sensations. This changes how we experience any given situation, which produces more perspective. We learned that awareness plus kindness equals perspective, which means happier kids, and some important key words such as awareness, perspective, and kindness. So please remember to always be aware and to be kind.